Imagine the World Cup final is about to begin. Argentina walk out as the defending world champions. Spain arrive with one of the most exciting young teams in international football. Two nations, two football identities, one trophy. Most fans would ask the same question: who has the better players? But World Cup finals are rarely decided by star names alone. They are usually won by fine margins, smart tactical decisions, and the team that stays calm when the pressure is at its highest. So if Argentina and Spain met in a World Cup final today, who would have the stronger chance of lifting football's biggest prize? The answer isn't as obvious as it seems. Once you look beyond the headlines and compare how these teams actually play, the prediction becomes far more interesting. Argentina know exactly what it takes to win football's biggest tournament. Their victory at the 2022 FIFA World Cup wasn't built on luck. It was built on resilience, tactical flexibility, and a squad that stayed composed when every match became a test. Even when games slipped away from them, Argentina found a way back. Spain arrived from a very different path. After several years of rebuilding, they have developed a new generation of technical quality, energy, and confidence. Their UEFA Euro 2024 triumph proved this team is no longer chasing the legacy of the side that dominated world football more than a decade ago. They are building one of their own. That is what makes this matchup so compelling. One team brings recent World Cup success. The other arrives with momentum and fearless young talent. Both have winning experience. Both believe they belong on football's biggest stage. But history only takes you so far. The real story begins once the whistle blows. Spain usually want the ball for long periods. They move it quickly across the pitch, forcing opponents to defend patiently until space finally appears. Rather than rushing attacks, they keep circulating possession until a mistake opens the door. Over time, that style can wear down even the most disciplined defenses. Argentina are more adaptable. They can dominate possession when the game demands it, but they are just as dangerous without the ball. Instead of forcing attacks, they wait for the right moment before breaking forward with speed and precision. That ability to switch approaches during a match makes them one of the hardest teams to prepare for. And that brings us to the battle that could decide the final. The midfield. Spain's midfield is built on constant movement and quick passing. Players are always creating new passing angles, making sustained pressing incredibly difficult. If Spain control the middle of the pitch, they usually control the tempo of the entire match. Argentina approach midfield differently. Their players combine technical quality with physical intensity. They compete for loose balls, win challenges, and turn defense into attack within seconds. Rather than keeping possession for its own sake, they focus on creating dangerous situations as quickly as possible after winning the ball back. So which approach comes out on top? That depends on one of football's most important moments. The transition. A transition is the few seconds after possession changes hands. Modern matches are often decided in those moments. Spain try to win the ball back immediately, stopping counterattacks before they even begin. Argentina, meanwhile, have repeatedly shown how dangerous they become when opponents leave even the smallest gaps behind their defense. And that's only one side of this tactical battle. Most fans naturally focus on the forwards. But this final could just as easily be decided out wide. Spain used their wingers to stretch the pitch. By staying close to the touchline, they forced defenders to spread out, creating space through the middle. During Euro 2024, that width became one of Spain's most effective attacking weapons, making it difficult for opponents to defend every area at once. Argentina deal with those situations differently. They stay compact, protect the center first, and avoid being pulled out of shape. Then, the moment possession is won, they break forward before the opposition can recover. That balance between patience and speed has become one of their defining strengths. Then there is another factor that often decides World Cup finals. The bench. Finals rarely stay the same for 90 minutes. Fatigue sets in. Injuries happen. Managers adjust their tactics. Spain's young squad offers fresh energy and technical quality from the bench, allowing them to maintain their pressing and passing late into matches. Argentina's substitutes often provide something different. Rather than simply replacing tired players, they give the manager tactical flexibility. An extra midfielder, a more defensive shape, or another attacking threat can completely change the direction of the game. So after comparing both teams, where does the advantage really lie? If Spain dominate possession and move Argentina's defensive shape from side to side, they can create enough opportunities to win. Their confidence on the ball and fearless approach make them capable of beating any team in the world. But if the match becomes tense, physical, and decided by a handful of key moments rather than constant pressure, Argentina may hold the edge. They have already shown they can survive difficult spells, adapt during games, and remain composed when the stakes are highest. That experience is priceless in a World Cup final. So the prediction is close. Very close. Spain may enjoy more of the ball. Argentina may create the clearer chances. And in World Cup finals, clear chances often matter more than possession. Based on recent international performances, tactical flexibility, defensive resilience, and proven experience under the greatest pressure, Argentina would probably begin the match with a slight advantage. Not because they are unquestionably the better team, but because they have already shown they can beat elite opposition while adapting to whatever the occasion demands. Of course, football has always ignored predictions. One save, one substitution, one moment of brilliance can rewrite history in seconds. And that's exactly why the World Cup final remains the greatest match in sport. Before the whistle, everyone has an opinion. After the final whistle, only one nation has a story the world will remember forever.